Alright, in this video, I'm going to tell you my top 5 things to getting promoted at your job. Then in the next video, which I'll link below, I'll tell you specific advice on what it takes to get promoted to each of the major promotion levels at a large corporate, starting with the junior roles right through to the executive levels. If you're new to the channel, I was a senior managing director at one of the most prestigious Wall Street banks. It took me 18 years to reach the top, starting from an entry-level role. After several years in that job, I quit to start this YouTube channel with the goal of helping you get there faster than I did. Over the course of my career, not only did I personally climb the corporate ladder, as I said, but as a senior manager, I was also responsible for promoting other people. Each year, I presided over the promotions of many of my own staff, ranging from juniors right through to executives. I also helped other people outside my department get promoted by sponsoring or mentoring them. Moral of the story, I've had a lot of experience with this topic. So, let's get down to it. Tip number 1. You need to ensure you are doing a good job in your current role. The best way to determine this is, of course, to set up time with your manager and just ask him or her directly. I've set up time with you today because I'd like to get your feedback on how I'm doing and whether you could advise me on how I can improve. Not only will this help you gauge how you are doing, but it will also make your boss feel like you are invested in the role, and therefore it's worth them spending their time to invest in your career. Plus, subconsciously, nothing strokes people's egos more than being asked for advice. If you don't get a clear answer though, I'd ask a senior member on your team who you've worked with for a while how they think you are doing. If you hear all positive things, proceed to the next step. If you hear areas for improvement, there are likely things to address before promotion. Now, an important note. Under no circumstance, while you are receiving feedback, be argumentative or cut off your boss to debate with him or her. No one wants to promote or support the career of someone argumentative. You must be patient and actively listening. This means being quiet and doing something like nodding to acknowledge what they are saying. Bonus points if you paraphrase back their feedback after they have finished speaking. For example, yes, I hear what you are saying. Although I am performing well in my job, I'm not thinking and trying new ways to improve things. Did I get that correct? This will signal to your boss that you are listening, a very positive trait. If you think there is something they have misunderstood and perhaps they're being overly tough on you, wait patiently and calmly till they have finished speaking. Only then bring it up. For example, I do hear what you are saying. There is something though I'd like to ask if you were aware of. For example, were you aware of X? Bringing it up as a question is a non-confrontational way of raising what you think they have missed. Tip number 2. You need to ensure you are not rubbing other people the wrong way. To be successful at a large company, you must work well with others. No one is going to promote someone who is viewed as a troublemaker, even if it wasn't your fault and it was the other person's. Unfortunately, at many stages in your career, you are likely to work with people who you just don't like and definitely don't respect. You must compartmentalize your frustrations. Do not lash out, be rude, or be passive-aggressive in your communication with them. Doing this will only hurt your chances of being promoted. But what I always told my staff is sometimes you need to lose the battle to win the war. Third, you need to check with HR if there are minimum requirements that you must fill to be promoted. For example, if you were recently promoted, you may be ineligible to be promoted again for a certain number of years. Fourth, you need to ensure that you have your boss's support. Your boss is the most important person for your promotion to happen. You need to be careful that you do not rub them the wrong way. If your boss feels threatened by you, there is zero chance they will support your promotion. So, if for example, you want to build a relationship with someone more senior than them, like their boss, tread lightly. I would ask your boss first if they are comfortable with you setting up time with that senior person. Provide an overview of what you propose to discuss. Ask your boss for their perspective. Then, after you meet with that senior person, come back to your boss and let him or her know what was discussed. That way, your boss won't be blindsided if that person you spoke to raises something alarming to them at a later date. If you have a good boss, they should be comfortable with this and supportive of it because it's building your career. I certainly was. Fifth tip, you must make sure your boss knows you want to be promoted. Do not expect to be magically promoted. You'd be surprised. A lot of managers may not realize that you want to be promoted as soon as you do, and therefore will not consider you as a priority at promotion time. I'd recommend asking HR when the promotion process is each year. It's often many months before the day promotions are announced. I'd then ask your boss a month or two before that so it's fresh in their mind. Now, when you do raise it, if they are supportive, make sure you ask them if you can be put up for promotion this year. Your manager may put you on the promotion path, but for a future year. This might give you a nasty surprise at promotion time when you find you missed out. And if your manager tells you that it won't be this year, it at least gives you an opportunity to say, is there anything I can do to change that? Now, bosses aren't perfect, I know that. So if you are doing everything right, like I described in this video, and not getting the support you expect from your boss, I'm going to cover what you should do in a future video. I'll probably title it something like Dealing with Bad Bosses. Before we wrap, here is a key bonus tip. Be patient. Sometimes promotions just take time. There are wildcard factors completely out of your control, and sometimes other people will get promoted over you who deserve it less. You need to be kind to yourself. What won't do any good is getting super stressed when you are passed over for promotion or when you rub someone the wrong way and think that will result in you missing out. These things happen. If you stress yourself out about failing to achieve the goal that you've set for yourself about when you'll be promoted, it will result in sleepless nights, and you might take your stress out on your family members back at home. This will result in a downward spiral where you'll be more argumentative with people in the office, and this will hurt your chances of promotion. Relax, do the best you can, and just continue to learn and improve. You'll get there. Well, those are my must-do tips to getting promoted at your job. Let me know with a comment below what you thought of this video. Are there any specific topics that you'd like me to cover in more detail, or do you have tips to share based on your own experience? And please, 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 please share this video with others you work with. Post it on LinkedIn, send it around the office. I want to help as many people as I can. Well, that's all for today, folks. Make sure you're subscribed and smash that like button. Not only does it show your appreciation for the insane amount of work that goes into making these videos, but as I always say, it makes my mother very proud. Till next time, go do something awesome with your day, and I will catch you later.